Hi, I'm Mike Hughes, and today we're going to do an introduction to a new series of videos. It's called Your Hands on the Reins, and this way you can start getting a better idea of the pressure, timing, release, and feel when we go to flexing, disengaging the horse's hips, when we go to doing teaching the horse head elevation and speed control. Along with that, after we get through those things, then we're going to go out on the trails. We're going to solve common trail problems with horses, such as buddy and barn sour behavior issues. We'll go into crossing creeks and other trail obstacles and horses that spook out on the trails. And I think I've never done a video like this before, but I think it's going to be really important because you'll be able to see my hands on the reins, and we can go over starting to explain pressure, timing, release, and the feel that you want when you pick up a rein to ask your horse to do something. It doesn't necessarily have to be flexing or disengaging the horse's hips. It could be the horse's head elevation, speed control, really starting to work with the horse's shoulders to get the horse's shoulders really nice and soft when you pick up a rein. For example, I want to go to the left, and I just pick up the rein nice and soft, and I can see the horse's shoulder actually step out to the left or to the right, depending on which direction I want to go in. So that's really important. I think these are going to be really good videos. The ones we do in the arena here, you're going to have two shots on it. I got a video camera on the ground, and I got the GoPro on me. All right, so let's get started. And we're also going to do this with a number of horses that don't know the exercises as far as flexing under saddle, head elevation, speed control, and those types of things under saddle. And so we'll have one of these on GoPro when we get to that point. But this is Lenny. Lenny already knows these exercises. And so let's get into the pressure, timing, release, and feel. Pressure is what asks the horses to do the things we want them to do. The timing is the release, and the release is what tells the horse they got the right answer and did a good job. And the feel is, for example, if I start picking up on this rein right here, the left rein, and I start picking up on it a little bit, and there Lenny gave, and they're slacking the rein, then I go ahead and release him. So the feel was very light. I just pick up on the rein a little bit, then he brings his head around, and I could drop the rein. So the pressure was asking Lenny to flex to the left a little bit, and there he flexes to the left a little bit. Then again, like I said, your timing is going to be your release. And when his head is quiet, they're slacking the line a little bit. There he's wanting to bring his head back forward. They're slacking the lead rope a little bit. And then you'd want to go ahead and release them. And the release is what tells them that they got the answer right and did a good job. In this other view we have, I'm going to ask Lenny to flex to the left. So you can see as I picked up the rein and he flexed, his head's nice and quiet, and there's slack in the lead line. So I go ahead and release him and tell him he did a good job. Tell him, good boy. So I think this series is going to be really important because you'll get to see me under saddle. You'll get to see what my hands are going to be doing. And you'll get to see the horse's head, ears, neck, and shoulder. So another one that we like doing is teaching the horses how to drop their heads. So if I take almost all the slack out of my right rein right here, and the reason I take all the slack out of the right rein is because I don't want Lenny over flexing to the left when I pick up the left rein. So I'm not going to take all the slack out because that'll mean for him to do something, but almost all the slack out of the right rein. I'm going to hold the right rein, and then as I pick up on the left rein, I'm going to watch the tip of Lenny's ears. As soon as the tip of his ears even drops down 1/4 of an inch, I'll go ahead and release the rein. Now you got to remember the horse's head can only go in 6 different directions: left, right, up, down, forward, and back. We're choosing one of those directions, and the direction is now down. So I got almost all the slack out of my rein, not quite all the slack out of my rein. Then I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the left rein. I'm gonna put a little bit of contact, maybe an ounce or two, and then as soon as the tip of those ears drop, just like Lenny's just did, I'm gonna go ahead and release the pressure, which means Lenny did a really good job. He got the answer right and did a really good job. And then of course the timing was the release. So going more into timing, and when he drops his head, I'm gonna watch the tip of his ears. I'm gonna pick up the left rein, and as soon as the tip of his ears go down, I'm gonna release. So the timing was as soon as those ears went down, that was the release. The release is what tells him he got the answer right and did a good job. And we can do that through flexing them right there, and then he's very, very, very soft to the left. and to the right, and he's really nice and soft. So here, this is just an introduction. Here in the next day or two, we're going to get on another horse that doesn't know how to give to pressure under saddle with the reins. He doesn't know how to flex, and he doesn't know how to drop his head, and he doesn't know speed control. So we're going to go over all those types of things. Now, when it comes to teaching horses how to flex, for example, flex to the left, flex to the right, and disengage their hips, we always start from the ground and get them butter soft on the bit from the ground. And you can see those videos on my membership page, which all videos are in full with step-by-step, easy-to-follow methods. So we do it on the ground, then when we get under saddle, it's just a matter of picking up the rein and having Lenny give to the bit. There, he's got a little bit of an itch. That's fine, he can itch. You know what blows me away a little bit, or actually this one blew me away a lot. There's a couple of reiner trainers I like watching on Facebook, and then just the other day I saw one, and he literally had the rein tied to the cinch. He did it from the ground, and he says that's how he gets horses to give to the bits, by tying their nose around to the cinch, and then he had a lunge whip in his hand. He was making them go around, and I just couldn't believe it. I was so blown away, because there's some things I really liked that he said, but when I saw that video, it just totally blew me away. And you know, I've said this from the very beginning, and I'll say it again now: if you can't do it with your two hands, you know, for example, teaching a horse how to flex to the bit, then find something else to go and do. Get involved in motorcycles or dirt bikes or parachuting or whatnot. Go find something else to do, because not only could tying the rein to the cinch and, you know, making the horse keep his head there, not only could that, you know, break the horse's leg, but it could cause a lot of serious behavior issues that you're not going to want later on. And that's teaching them nothing, absolutely zero, about being under saddle and having them give to bit under saddle. So when we do it from the ground, teaching them how to flex to the left and to the right from the ground, you're halfway there under saddle now. You've already gotten halfway there, if not 75% of the way there. So when I get under, after teaching the horses how to flex from the ground, you know, I get under saddle and I start picking up this left rein. The horse is already, you know, that's disengaging your hip, Lenny. There we go. We'll get there. Now he's flexing. He just had disengaged. Thought I wanted him to disengage his hip, but you know, then when we get on him and we ask him to start flexing under saddle, we're already, you know, at least 50 to 75% of the way there. So when we do pick up that rein, the horses go ahead and flex. So whatever we teach them on the ground, we're going to teach them under saddle. And the same thing, if I ask Lenny to flex to the right here, he's going to go ahead and flex to the right for me. So it's really, really important that, you know, just understand, if you can't do it with your own two hands on the reins, and go find something different to do. Because, I mean, it's totally unfair to the horse to tie their heads around to the cinch and make them go in small circles with a lunge whip, thinking you're getting them soft on the bit, because you're not. And again, all that's going to cause is a horse to get hurt or possibly have to be put down because they break a leg, or they do so much damage to their bodies that you're going to have to put them down. And it will definitely cause behavior issues that you're not going to want later on in life with your horse, especially when you get under saddle. And mentioning that, there's another reiner trainer on Facebook, and kind of blew me away again, is he was starting a broke horse under saddle, and he says, well, you know, this horse hasn't bucked yet. Well, I'm going to make him buck so I can fix the problem. And I'm just thinking, what the hell is going on? You know, the horse isn't bucked. Why do you want to get him bucking and cause an issue just so you can fix the issue? You know, this one lesson I don't want my horses ever learning is how to buck. And we always got to remember, you know, the horse is only going to learn what we teach them. All right, just remember, you know, if you have children going back to the first or second grade, how did the teacher treat your children in school, and how did the teacher teach your children in school? And that's how we want to go with the horse. You know, a really great teacher, all her students are going to pass with really good grades. And that, you know, that's with us teachers, and you know, with really good horse trainers, your horses are always going to pass with really good grades, B's and A's, and you know, maybe even more than that. So always break down each lesson into steps and steps the horse can understand. So basically that's what our new collection is going to be on, is me up in the saddle. You'll be able to see my hands, the reins, you'll be able to see the horse's head and neck, and then when we finally get to the shoulders, you'll be able to see the horse's shoulders as we go more into working with the different parts of the horse's body. And since Lenny already knows this, in this new collection that we're going to start next week, so today is Thursday, I'll have the first video out on Tuesday of next week, so keep your eyes out for the previews on YouTube and Facebook. If you're not already on my membership page, go to Google, type in my Hughes Horsemanship members page, click on the link, then click on subscribe. It's only $13.50 a month, so you know it's not breaking the bank or anything. And then after you do that, be sure to join my group page on Facebook, where you can post your videos working with your horse, ask questions, and put pictures there so I can see them and I can help you even more with your horse. So we hope you're having a great day and have a good time with your horses, and we'll talk to you the next time. Thank you.